Here we go.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for attending our webinar today on products that complement the ACA health plans. I'm going to do a very brief intro of myself and URL. I recognize a lot of the names on the webinar, and you're probably sick of hearing my intro, and I'll apologize in advance. But I see a lot of new names, too, so I do like to do a really quick intro of myself and URL for those agents who think maybe this is all we do, just this plan that we're going to go over today. For those of you I have not met before or spoken with, my name is Christy Saul, and I am Vice President of Marketing for URL's Health Plan Options Specialty Products, and I always say that's the really big mouthful. Essentially, what I do at URL is I handle all the products under 65 that are not related to the ACA, and I'm not going to get into political issues with the ACA and Obamacare, but I love the products I handle because A, you can actually make money and you can sell them all year long. And they do complement and actually help your clients with those high deductibles and actually help you make additional money as well. On the phone with me is Matt McKinney, who is Worksite Agency Director for Manhattan Life Insurance Company, who will be doing the presentation today. But I just want to show you a little bit about who we are, who URL is. This is our website right here, which is urlinsgroup.com. We are a family-owned brokerage firm. I am actually one of the owners with my two brothers, and we have been in business for close to 30 years. And we do everything here but property and casualty. Although we're located in central Pennsylvania, we are nationwide, so we have agents, in Florida, California, Texas, and also smaller agencies that write their business through us. These are all of our lines of coverage, and we have different department heads. We have annuities, we have health plan options, which include group health, individual health, ACA plans, all the ancillary benefits as well, so group voluntary, group STD, LTD, those types of things. Life markets, which my brother Steve Clemens handles, and I'm not an expert on life insurance, but we've got it all. Great final expense products, great lead programs, senior care products, and again, health plan options. So if you don't have a login to our website, I will show that to you later. I encourage you to look around. We've got a lot of great information on here. We have all of our upcoming training events, which we do on a weekly basis. We also like to give back to our agents, so any piece of business that you do, if you write a life case, an annuity, a disability case, an accident gap, those type of products or senior care products, they all kind of go into a pool, and we take our agents on a trip every year. Next year, in 2016, we're going to Grand Cayman, and we do have like prorated. So if you're new to URL, there's still a chance for you to make our trip. What I do want to show you really quickly is where you can find the information that we'll be going over today. So you would want to click on Health Plan Options and Product Information. And this shows, all the different carriers we have just in our health options division. So Manhattan Life is right here, and all the products link to, and I know Matt doesn't have time to go over all the products they have, so he's going to highlight some that, again, complement the ACA plans. And again, if you're new to us, check us out. You can click here, meet our staff, and it'll give a face to all the names right there. And while I think of it and I don't forget later, if you don't have a login to our website, again, here is our web address. The user ID would be Grand, and the password would be Cayman, and that's because we're going to Grand Cayman next year. So again, that's a really quick snapshot of who we are and what we do. And as I said, we're very distinct divisions here, even though we're under one roof. So, if you're a health agent or you're a final expense guy, we've got great compensation packages. Another thing, we certainly are not a captive agency. You're a free agent, so, try us on for size if you write the life case with us and talk to Steve or Matt. And, you won't get horrible service with us, but if you don't like us after a month or two, we will release you. You don't assign your commissions to us. You're paid directly from the agent, from the company. So that is a 10,000 view of who we are, but I know we've got a lot of great information to cover, so I'm going to hand it over to Matt to show his presentation. And everybody is muted just because there's a lot of people in the call, but there isn't an area where you can type in questions. We'll get to all of your questions after the presentation, so hang in there, and you have my information as well. So Matt, take it away.
All righty, I'm assuming everybody can hear me. Is that correct, Christy?
I can hear you, so I don't have any hands up saying that I can't hear you.
Okay, well,
so.
dial in if you can't hear me for some reason. What we're going to do real briefly is we're going to go through a little bit about the company. I am the Worksite Agency Director for Manhattan Insurance Group. Manhattan Insurance Group is a company that encompasses 4 underwriting companies. That would be Central United Life, Family Life Insurance Company, Manhattan Life, and Western United Life. Our company has been around in its version since 1982. We've made quite a few acquisitions over the year, about 92 of them, the most recent one being Western United Life. So we have been around for quite some time. The products we're going to be talking about today are going to be underwritten by Central United Life and then also Family Life Insurance Company. Central United Life houses our health products. Family Life houses our life products. And Manhattan Life houses our MedSup, and Western United Life is an annuity company. So that's a little bit about the structure of our company. We're based in Houston, Texas, and that's basically it from that standpoint. The first things first is I'm going to talk a little bit about our trips. These are incentive trips that we give each year. They're wonderful incentive trips. The first one that you're looking at is Italy. We recently got back from Prague and Berlin this past July. These trips last about a week, and the convention period is from May 1st through April 30th. This particular trip qualification for this is going to be $100,000 of annualized personal paid production. Now, starting September 1st of 2015, that's going to drop because it's prorated as well, so that's only going to be $75,000 of paid production. On this, if you notice below that, we're going to give extra credit for any of our cancer care sales, and then 150% credit for cancer care sales and groups. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. Our secondary trip is going to be to Aspen. The qualification to get to Aspen is going to be $50,000 of annual paid production. So these trips are a wonderful incentive for our agents and agencies. Normally these last about a week, and they're great trips from the standpoint of the agent because we have a welcome dinner and then we have an award ceremony, and the rest of the time is really up to you to be able to see where you're at. And we normally give the agents extra cash for spending cash as well too. So that being said, let's see how we can get everybody there. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it is that we do. This is the gist of ancillary products or ACA supplement products. What we do is we keep people in their homes, we keep people's creditors at bay, we keep food on the table, and we make sure that kids stay in school. In a gist, what we do is we provide financial security when people need it most. When everybody else is sending you bills for your medical expenses, we're sending clients checks. We're sending insureds checks. That's what we do. We provide financial security when people need it most. Major medical insurance is a wonderful thing, but if you can't afford to use it or you go broke when you have to use it, it defeats the purpose, and that's why we have ancillary products. We put cash in your pocket. How do we do that? Is a wonderful system called Manhattan Direct. This system takes all of our products. I believe we have 9 products on here now, and it allows you to be able to enroll your client, quote and enroll clients in 2 minutes using Manhattan Direct. Below is a sample of what the link looks like. This is actually URL's link, so that is a live link, and I'm going to show you a little bit about how all this works here in a second. But this tool is an easy way for you to enroll clients in all of these products. And all of these products are really wonderful products as well, too, which is an added bonus. Some of the products that we're going to review today, and I think mainly everybody's going to want to see the Central Choice product. That's a guarantee issue major medical supplement, also called a GAP plan or a hospital plan. We have 2 cancer plans that we're going to review, 2 accident plans, 2 critical illness plans, and then short-term disability, Viva Life, dental, vision, and hearing, and out-of-pocket protection plans. Now this sounds and is a lot of information, so I'm going to do my best to try and not overload you with details that are too much, and we're going to kind of go through the meat and potatoes of what these plans do. So let's go into the market real quick. Before that, let me just say all products can be sold to individuals and grouped on a list bill. So everything you're going to look at can be individual or list bill, with the exception of the disability, which will be group only. We have special underwriting for groups. So if you do have a group that you're looking into going into, let us know, and we'll come back and give you an underwriting offer on it. That's going to be on specific products. Then we have special rates for groups on the cancer product. Now, when we're looking at those incentive trips, we're giving $1.25 for any sales on our Cancer Care Plus, and then we're giving 150% credit on groups. So we have special rates for groups on cancer plans. So we're going to show you how you can get 150% credit. Going into the market, everybody knows this, and I won't get into specifics. I know that depending on the area that you're in, this is going to be different, so this is a generalized view. We know that premium and out-of-pocket are directly related. So the lower your premium gets, the more out-of-pocket exposure you're going to have, the more limited your network's going to get. And it gets to the point where it becomes dangerous for your client. If your client can't afford to use the major medical product that they're buying, then it becomes problematic. So what we have are products that are going to help them pair up with their major medical, both in the ACA enrollment and outside. So we're not restricted to just ACA enrollment. You can sell these 24/7, 365. So the first product we're going to look at is the Central Choice product. Now, when we're looking at out-of-pocket exposure, what if you can reduce or possibly eliminate deductibles and out-of-pocket expense for a fraction of the cost? Now, that's what this plan is designed to do. This is on an individual basis, and it's guarantee issue. Now, Central Choice benefits, it's a guarantee issue GAP plan. There's 2 plan designs with this. There's going to be the Essential Choice and Enhanced Choice. Issue ages are going to be 18 to 64. The benefits are going to include a daily room benefit and a hospital confinement benefit, surgery, intensive care, emergency accident, private duty nursing, specified injury, and outpatient sickness. So we have a wide variety of benefits. The only requirement that we have on this product is the applicant must be working full-time, 30-plus hours per week, and have major medical insurance. Having major medical insurance is part of the ACA requirement and the Obamacare laws that have come down. That was a change we made 5/1. So this is strictly a supplemental plan now. Here's a little bit about the benefit and the plan description. So when we're looking at Central Choice, you have both Enhanced here and Essential. You're going to get a daily room benefit that pays you up to 365 days. You have 100 on Enhanced, 50 on Essential. A lump sum indemnity that's going to pay you for the first 24 hours you're confined. You get $500 here, $100 on Essential. You have a first hospital confinement benefit. This benefit will pay you up to $5,000 over a 6-day period. Now, the way this is structured is it's going to pay you a certain amount per day. It will be $500 the first day, $500 the second day, and $1,000 for each day afterwards, up to 6 days of hospital confinement. You're going to have intensive care unit rider, $1,000 per day and $500 per day. That's going to pay you up to 20 days in the hospital. So if you go into a car accident or you're confined in intensive care due to an emergency surgery, it's going to pay you $1,000 per day up to 20 days in the hospital. You have $250 for private duty nursing. Surgical Plus. Now, this is one of my favorite riders that's on this particular plan. It's going to pay you $1,000 per day for both plans. It's also going to pay you outpatient surgical benefit of $250 if you have an outpatient surgery. This is going to pay you up to 5 days in the hospital. So if you are hospitalized and you have a surgery on that first day, it's going to pay you up to $5,000 for the remainder of the time. It's going to give you $200 for anesthesia on top of that Surgical Plus. Now, the plus portion of your surgical benefit is going to be wellness. Unfortunately, and I know a lot of y'all may be in Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania did not allow us to do a Surgical Plus, so that's just going to be a surgical benefit. For the rest of the nation, however, you're going to have a wellness benefit that's built into that. That's going to pay you $200 per calendar year, regardless of the plan, for one of these procedures, mammography, a PAT, or a PSA test. That in itself is going to pay you back a majority, or not a majority, but a good portion of your premium that you're paying. Emergency accident benefit, up to $250 per accident, 4 times per year. Specified injury, this is going to pay you up to $2,000 depending on your injury. This specified injury benefit works off a schedule, so it's going to depend what your injury is, the lowest being a $25 benefit and the highest being $2,000. This is for broken bones, dislocations. It's kind of a mini accident plan that's built into here. So that's a great benefit. Then the outpatient sickness benefit, and this is a supplemental copay, $50 per sickness, $25 per sickness, up to 4 times per year. The premiums listed on here for the enhanced choice is going to be $65.90 per month, and for the essential choice it's going to be $44.15 per month. That'll be a little less in Pennsylvania because we don't have this benefit. Now, talking about claims, one of the things that we've done to streamline claims is we will no longer be checking any pre-existing condition for outpatient sickness. We're going to be processing those claims immediately to get them out quickly. On the Central Choice Plan, it's guaranteed issue. The only limitation is going to be a 12-month pre-X on any pre-existing conditions. What we have done with this particular plan is we've taken group underwriting and we have applied that into the individual market. Typically, when we guarantee issue a group, we would do it with a 12-month pre-X, require they be working full-time, and that's exactly what we've done here. As long as your client is healthy enough to get up and go to work and they have major medical insurance, an essential benefit plan, they will qualify for this plan regardless of the health. They will have a 12-month pre-X, and then everything after that will be covered according to how the benefits pay out in the plan. This is a great supplemental plan, especially for clients that may not qualify for other benefits. All right. Let me move forward here. Now, this is kind of a little teaser. We've got a new plan that's coming out called an out-of-pocket protection plan. This plan has been approved in 15 states, and we have it filed in 10 more, so we're expecting those approvals to come through. The out-of-pocket protection plan has been designed to really gear around ACA. So this particular plan is going to have simplified underwriting. It's going to pay you $100 or $200 per day for hospital confinement up to 10 days, depending on what you elect. It will pay you $2,500, $5,000, or $6,350 for your first hospital admission. And we're also going to pay doctor visits $50 twice per year. As I mentioned, this product is another one of our supplemental products, but it's not guarantee issue. It's simplified issue. There's riders available on this particular plan. Outpatient surgery benefit. You can elect $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000 for outpatient surgery. That's twice per year. Very strong benefit. And then you can also elect to have a $250 emergency accident benefit on this particular plan. What I'm going to do now is I want to show y'all how the system works. We talked a little bit about Manhattan Direct and how easy it is to enroll and quote. So I'm going to go ahead and just get out of the show real quick, and I'll show you how this works on my laptop. When you are appointed with Central United Life, Manhattan Life, and Family Life, you'll have the option, or you will receive a Manhattan Direct link. You can have make this a desktop icon, and we click on this, and this is going to bring you directly into the live web or live Manhattan Direct site that URL has. If you notice Chrissy's emails here, it's got their phone number, their address. This is where you would go to enroll all products with our company. Now, let's go ahead and see how easy it is. Central Choice product, we'll look at this. It gives you a little bit of general information on the plans. Now, when you're looking at this plan, we went over Enhanced and Essential, which are the supplements. There are 2 other plans that are available, but these plans were sold mainly as mini-meds, and since we require major medical insurance, that market's kind of gone. You scroll down here, you can click on Get Quote. You can do that at the top or the bottom of the page. You go to Get Quote, select an individual. We'll give a birth date here, 45 years old in Pennsylvania. Click Get Quote. This will give you your plan options and the different plan designs and the premiums. We'll click on the Essential Supplement, Apply Online. Once you click on this, you are now in the application and taking a live application. You'll fill out the name, can be Test, last name, gender, social, height, weight, address, email, employer's name, occupation, hire date, and hours worked per week. As you scroll down, you'll have the option to put in a beneficiary. You can add a contingent beneficiary if you like. And then you get the option for billing. We will take credit card, and we will take a checking account. You can also do group enrollment using the Manhattan Direct system and elect for a list bill. If you were to do this, you would just list the group select. As you scroll down, there will be a few medical questions that are here. Now, this product is guarantee issue, so the medical questions, you still have to answer them, but they won't apply as far as issuing goes. Once you scroll down here, you would select where you want the policy mailed, insured or agent. I always go insured. It's going to automatically populate this area. It's typed in here. You can make a special request if you like. There's a consumer understanding, but as you scroll down, your only signature is going to be the client's mother's maiden name. Now, what this system allows you to do is it allows you to make sales anywhere. You can make sales on the road, you can make sales in person, you can make sales over the phone. You can embed your link in your own personal website and have people self-enroll. This is a very versatile system that allows you to do a lot. Now, once you click Submit, this is going to give you a prompt. You can enroll in other products, and if you elect to enroll in other products, all of that client information is going to be there. If you elect, you can also elect to print the application to hand it to the agent or to hand it to the client, the applicant. And you can also elect to enroll in that same product with a different client. So if you're enrolling in a group, you can go ahead and elect that, and it'll take you right back out to the prompt. Now, when we go, and I want to show you real quick, this is the out-of-pocket protection plan that's been added. Now, that's not approved in Pennsylvania yet, so this is just kind of teaser. I encourage you to look up this information on URL's website. You'll be able to get quote here. And I want to show you this plan so you can kind of see it. And the tobacco or non-tobacco rates are going to be the same. We're going to elect Texas, where our home office is based. And this is going to show you a little bit about the plan design. So you're going to have $100 or $200 option. Click a $100 option. You're going to have first hospital admission, 25, 5,000, 63.50. Let's click 5,000. Say they're supplementing a $5,000 deductible. Automatically included is going to be your doctor visits. So it's going to be $32.05 per year. Now that was on somebody who I elected who's 45. Let's go back and just so you can kind of see, we'll add a few years to this and do a 60-year-old. So you can see how cheap this plan is going to be. $6.25 here, $5,000. Total premium on somebody who's 60 years old is going to be $36.28. That's going to give them $5,000 deductible, 2 office visits per year, and $100 up to 10 days in the hospital. Now, if they include surgery, it gets a little pricier because this is an outpatient surgical benefit. They click on that. It's going to tick them up a little bit more, and they can include the emergency accident benefit. What we've done is we've allowed 2 supplemental plans for you. One's a simplified underwritten version, and one's a guarantee issue version. The guarantee issue version is going to allow some clients who may not be able to qualify for the out-of-pocket expense will be able to qualify for the other plan. If you have a healthy client who's looking for a lower cost option, and this happens to fit that, this is a perfect plan for them. So look for this in your area. Like I said, we're in 15 states right now. We filed in 10 more, so that will be coming out very soon. So that's a little bit about how the system works, and you can see all the plans that we have available through Central United Life and Family Life. Central Choice, your accident plans, cancer, dental, Viva Life, a life product, and 2 critical illness plans, as well as the out-of-pocket protection. So that is our supplemental plans, and let's go right back into to some of our other plans here. Now, when we looked at those trips that were available, I said you can get 150% if you write cancer in a group for us going towards those trips, and I'm going to show you why that's both good for you and the client. This is actually one of my favorite plans. I've done cancer insurance for a long time, and this is one of the hottest products on the market. Why cancer insurance? For some of y'all that have not sold cancer insurance, this is going to be some good information. If you have and you know all these things, just bear with me. Cancer insurance is something that's going to affect everybody. You got a 1 in 2 risk lifetime of developing it, and 1 in 3 for women. So the majority of the population is a market for this particular product. We know there's going to be a bunch of new cancer cases on the market that are going to be diagnosed this year. And major medical insurance usually only covers direct medical costs. So you're going to have a lot of out-of-pocket things that you wouldn't think of when you get cancer. And quite frankly, when you're recovering from cancer or you're receiving treatment, it's going to be beneficial to have cash in your pocket so you're not worried about the financial scope of what's going on. You're worried about recovering. Then we're going to have non-medical costs, transportation, special diets, loss of income, things like that. And this product can provide income to help out with that. All right, so advantages to our product compared to some of the other products in the market. We have special payroll rates. This is my favorite part about this product. You have one rate for all ages up to 45% premium savings. And I'll show you how that works. So whereas we have individual rates where you can sell a client, anybody out there off the street, that's going to be age banded. However, when you go into a group of 3 or more clients, it could be somebody who has 2 employees and the owner, you're going to be able to provide those people with a composite rate that's going to give them a premium savings at every age, not just the older ages. An 18-year-old is going to get a 10% premium savings by having it sold in that group, and you're going to get 150% credit for doing it towards your convention. You have no lifetime or daily maximum on radiation chemo. A lot of the cancer plans that are out there have a daily maximum, so you'd have to have chemo every day in order to receive a strong benefit, or they may have lifetime maximums. Now, if you have a serious cancer that you're receiving treatment for a long period of time, it does not take long to hit those lifetime maximums. We don't have any lifetime maximums. We do online enrollments for both groups and individuals, which you saw through our Manhattan Direct system. And this product is guaranteed renewable for life. We also have first occurrence benefit included in all 4 versions of this product, and there's going to be 4 plan designs. So you can shop by price or you can shop by benefit for your client, depending on their budget. We've got 2 riders that are included on this particular plan, critical care rider and an ICU rider. All right, so let's look at the 4 plan designs. You have A, B, C, and D. All of these have a cancer screening benefit that's going to be there up to $100. Plan B allows you to choose whether you want 50 or 100, so you can make that choice. All of them have a first occurrence benefit rider. That's going to pay you $1,000 up to $10,000, whichever plan you elect. They have a daily hospital confinement benefit, which is going to pay you per day up to 75 days in the hospital. Plan A's got 100, and it goes up incrementally, 150 for Plan B and 300 for Plan C. Surgical benefit is going to be go up incrementally as well, 2,500 to 4,000. And then the radiation chemotherapy benefit. Now this is the meat and potatoes of the benefit, and it's going to be the only of the plan. It's going to be the only things that change when we're looking at plan design. Now, when we pay attention to radiation chemo benefit, this is going to pay you $2,500 for Plan A per month with no lifetime max. So that's going to give you the option of up to $30,000 annually if you choose Plan A. This is going to pay actual charges. We're not cutting the benefit like some of the other cancer plans do out there where they pay you 50% of actual charges. This is going to pay you whatever's being billed for those services. What's being billed means what somebody else is paying for and what you're paying for. So it's the actual charges, not just what your copay is. Plan B is going to pay you $5,000 per month. Plan C is going to give you $7,500 per month. This is a very strong radiation chemotherapy benefit because it gives you a chance to earn a significant amount of benefit in that year. And as I mentioned, this is only a monthly maximum. We don't have daily maximums and we don't have lifetime maximums. So this can keep going. It's guaranteed renewable for life. Depending on how long you receive cancer treatment, it can go for a very long time. And we all know somebody who's gone through cancer treatment, a family member, a friend. Sometimes it's quick, and sometimes it lasts forever. So this is a very strong plan from that aspect. We have additional benefits. I'm not going to go through each one. You'll need to review these. Hospital and other care facility benefits, transportation benefits, and you can see everything that's listed in here. Medicines, physician's attendants, ambulance, private duty nursing, surgical benefits, which was listed down there, skin cancer, breast reconstruction, bone marrow transplant, and then other benefits, including experimental treatment, physical occupational speech therapy, blood and plasma, hairpiece benefits, rental or purchase of medical equipment. So we have all of this is included in Plan A through Plan D automatically. Available riders include an intensive care rider, which will pay you up to $600 per day. It steps down when you hit age 70. And then a critical care rider. This critical care rider, and I encourage anybody who's looking at this plan to look at the critical care rider, is super cheap. It'll pay you actual charges of $5,000 for a heart stroke. It'll pay you a partial benefit for a pacemaker insertion or angioplasty. And we'll look at the riders here, but this is a super cheap rider to add on, especially at the older ages. Now here are the rates that we're looking at, individual and payroll rates. And we're just going to look at Plan A. What I've done is I've circled here your payroll rate. When you're looking at Plan A, and as I mentioned, it's age banded, it's $23.47 per month for Plan A in the younger ages, $29.88 in 45 to 54, and then once you get 55 to 64, it gets up to $40.83. Now, if you offer this in a group, this is the rate that everybody is going to pay, $21.30. That is a significant savings here. It's a significant savings at 45 to 54, and it's about a 10% savings at 18 to 44 years old. This is going to happen at every plan that you look at. Plan B, $42.92, $58.95, going to go down to $30.55 if you offer it in a group. Happens on every plan that we do, a significant amount of savings. You can bring a client down from $90.03 all the way down to $47.70 simply by offering this in a group. This is going to happen for the riders as well too. So when we look at all these riders, and keep in mind I said critical care rider, somebody who's 64 years old can pay at less than $5 a month and get a $5,000 critical care benefit. That's super cheap. And if you offer it into a group, it's going to be even less for them. It's going to be $2.50. ICU is going to be the same thing. You're going to get a savings at every rate. So this is a great plan to offer the groups. It's a great plan to sell individually. You're going to get a benefit if you sell this plan to individuals or to groups on your convention credit as well. Underwriting guidelines on this, 18 to 64 for groups. I'm going to kind of fly through this a little bit. Dependent children under 21 can be added to the plan. You must be cancer treatment free for 10 years to apply. If you've had cancer within 10 years or cancer treatment within 10 years, you're going to be declined a policy. Skin cancer can be considered for coverage, but it's going to be excluded for the life of the policy. Okay, so we need proof of replacement, so you can't stack cancer plans if you've got an existing cancer plan. And then the effective date of the policy will be the policy date stated or the effective date stated, not just the application sign date. And then CUL is going to pay all these benefits directly to the insured unless we assign them. This is just a slide on review your agent guide. Every product that we have has an agent guide that has super details. We're not going to go into any of that, so take a look at that if you get a chance. We're going to go into the next cancer product that we have. That was our indemnity cancer plan called the CP4000. This plan is the cancer first occurrence plan. Cancer first occurrence plan is pretty simple. It's a lump sum cancer plan. It's going to pay you a lump sum when you're diagnosed with cancer. Benefit amounts can range from $10,000 to $50,000 benefit. This can be sold in conjunction with the Cancer Care Plus product. Cancer Care Plus product is the indemnity one we just looked at. You saw the highest lump sum amount was $10,000 on there. You can add up to $50,000 total. So you could sell a $40,000 lump sum plan and the other cancer plan if you wanted a high lump sum. You can't go over $50,000, so if they're buying Plan B, they could only qualify for a $40,000 plan that will allow you to sell both plans to one client. And as I mentioned, and I keep harping, composite rates for groups. So anybody who's got groups, please look at this plan. Here's a little bit about the rates that you're looking at. $5,000 benefit, $550, $8.58. Go over here, the payroll, it's going to be $5.42 if you do it in payroll. So these will have payroll rates as well. All of this is able on the Manhattan Direct system, so you'll be able to quote. You're going to have a savings at every level if you offer this in a group. All right, that's our lump sum cancer plan. So we've reviewed our two cancer plans, and we're going to go into our paid accident plan. Paid accident plan can be sold on or off the job, so it can be 24-hour or it can be just off-the-job coverage. There's two versions of it, a 1-unit or a 2-unit plan. Issue age is 18 to 64, and you have an optional wellness benefit. Now, wellness is something that's interesting. You know, when kind of ACA and Obamacare and all that started, and wellness started to become a package with medical insurance, where we didn't see those holes listed in there. There was debate on whether that was going to go away. Mainly the market has kept that in there because people want that extra money. That's a way that a lot of us sold the plan. So this is going to pay an optional wellness benefit. You can elect to have it in there or not. and then you're going to be guaranteed renewable to age 70. Our wellness benefit is going to pay you $60 each year for any of the examinations listed: dental exam, mammography, pap smear, eye exam, PSA, ultrasound, annual physical. So pretty much you can guarantee a client's going to get that $60 back if they buy this plan. There is a little bit of a waiting period on that of 9 months, so you can't buy this plan, go get a physical exam, get your $60 back and cancel it. That's why we have a waiting period on those. Benefits. Now we could go through the benefits. There's a lot of them. Basically, this is going to give you strong coverage for an accident, especially if you're in a major accident. The check can get pretty big. This is going to help supplement all of those out-of-pocket costs that are associated with utilizing your major medical insurance. So we pay ambulance. There is an accidental death and dismemberment, so if you die, you'll get a $25,000 benefit or a $50,000 benefit. There's an emergency room treatment, $200. Hospital admission, it's going to pay you for going into the hospital if you're admitted. It's going to pay you a hospital confinement benefit for the time spent in the hospital, plus intensive care, major diagnostic exams, physician's office urgent care, up to $50, blood and plasma, burns, dislocations, fractures, emergency dental repair. And the list goes on and on. One of the most unique benefits that we have in ours is a gunshot wound. I don't think I've ever seen anybody have a gunshot wound in their accident plan, and of course that's unintentional. We pay lacerations, lodging, eye injury, transportation, and surgery. It doesn't stop there. It keeps going. Physical therapy, rehabilitation, prostheses, accidental dismemberment. This is the big one. If somebody's working in their wood shop and they cut off a couple of fingers and have to go to the hospital and get it sewn back on, you're going to get a healthy check from us because we're going to pay you dismemberment for losing those fingers. You're going to be confined to the hospital, plus you're going to have a surgery. So that's what this plan is designed to do. And it's pretty cheap. This is a great tack-on, especially for families. Now, the biggest time that you're going to be able to market somebody, if somebody's got 5 kids, the chances of those kids ending up in an emergency room or being confined to a hospital or breaking a bone is going to be pretty high. Our family rates are significantly low. It can be for $33 a month. You can do the full family for 1 unit, and then you can do for $42, it's going to be 2 units. It's fairly cheap for individuals, too. This is a great tack-on. If they cannot afford to purchase a full hospital indemnity or an out-of-pocket expense, this is a great plan to give them the option of at least having coverage for an accident. And then you have your wellness rider down here that's going to be $3 if you add that onto the plan. All right, that is the accident plan that we're reviewing, and now we're going to look at critical choice. And a lot of the reason why we're going through so many plans, it's not so I can bore you with the details of it. It's to show you the versatility that we have utilizing Manhattan Direct. When you get that link, you're going to be empowered to be able to sell multiple products to your client at a click of the button. You can sell them several different cancer plans. They have the option to choose between 2 cancer plans, 2 critical illness plans, 2 accident plans. So you can shop around their budget. You can shop around the benefits that you want. And you can do it within a couple of minutes. That's where we have a serious advantage because it's easy to do. We made it super simple for the agent to be able to sell these products. Critical Choice is going to be a life-based critical illness product. It's pretty basic. It's a 20-year term, and we're going to pay you a 50% benefit of your face amount if you have a critical illness. So you can buy a $25,000 plan up to a $100,000 plan that's a 20-year term. And if you have a critical illness, we're going to pay you half that benefit. Your policy is going to stay in force, and we're going to adjust your premium so that life insurance is going to stay in force for the remainder of the term if you claim on a critical illness benefit. So this is a great way to give somebody a little bit of life insurance and also give them a strong critical illness benefit. That's going to be the big ones: cancer, heart attack, major organ transplant, paralysis, stroke, and renal failure. And as I mentioned, this is 50% of the life benefit. So we're covering the big three: cancer, stroke, heart attack, and then there's a few other benefits listed. Additional benefits, if you do have, and this is where it comes into play with the heart. If you do have a heart valve surgery or bypass surgery, we're going to pay you 25% of that benefit. Of course, if you have a full heart attack, you'll get the other 75%. And then if you have angioplasty surgery or cancer in situ, we're going to give you 10%. Now, cancer in situ, a lot of people may not know what that means. Cancer in situ is basically a cancer that is considered, it's not spreading to the level that a full internal cancer is. So you're going to get a small benefit for that. Okay, critical choice. This is a simplified issue product. So it's a simplified issue life and a simplified issue CI benefit. We do accept ITIN. This is a tax identification number. So it's an individual tax identification number. This is given to folks who don't have socials but they're paying taxes. So we are in that market. We do not require that you have a Social Security number on this particular product, but you do have to have an ITIN number. Depending on your market, that's going to be big. I'm actually based in Florida, and this becomes very big for us down here. We have 4 health-related questions associated with this product, and we'll review those. We have a Spanish application, both paper and online, and I'll show you this. This is pretty neat. And you do not need to see the client in person, as I mentioned. You can do these things over the phone. You can do these. You can put these links on your website if you like. And the e-signature, what we're using for them to sign is the mother's maiden name. Here are the health-related questions. We're going to ask them a tobacco question, which is pretty standard. We're going to ask them if they've had medical condition in the past 7 years, mainly the big ones: heart trouble, stroke, cancer, diabetes, liver, kidney disease, etc. Then we're going to ask them if they've used illegal drugs in the last 7 years. If they answer yes to this, then that's going to be an automatic decline. And then we're going to ask them whether they've been denied insurance due to any medical reason. These are going to be the 4 things that we ask them. Obviously, tobacco is just going to give them a separate rating, and depending on how they answer these other 3 will affect issue. This product is convertible if you do it during the first 10 policy years or prior to age 70. And we don't require evidence of insurability. So that's an option if the client decides to do that, because we do have other life products available. And here are some of the rates, and I know you probably won't be able to see them because this is directly out of our handbook, but if you're looking at a non-smoker who wants a $25,000 policy at age 40, it's going to be $20.27. Obviously, the older you get, the more expensive it's going to get, but you have the option if somebody's, let's say, 48 years old, they can buy a policy for $36.55. And then the premium is going to go up according to benefit and according to age. This is our smoker rate, and obviously if somebody smokes, that's going to go up pretty significantly. All right, that pretty much covers the products. So I'm going to show you a little bit about our website. Our website is manhattanlife.com. When you're appointed, what you're going to be given the option to go to this site, and you will have an agent using it login. This will allow you to download brochures and applications. Of course, you can do this on URL site as well. You can upload paper applications for processing if you take paper applications. You can view policy information. You can view commissions, and you can download group billings. Plus, there's a whole lot of other functions. We do host in-house webinars from the home office for appointed agents, so you'll also have the opportunity to do that as well. So that's, in short, that's kind of the crash course into our products and our system, and we hope that you jump on board. And if you have any other questions, let me know.
Great information. Thank you, Matt. I'm going to get into my questions now. I've been answering a couple here and there. A lot of information, really good information, the great products. I learned a lot today too. It was relatively new to me as well, so thank you. First question is, if I contract with Manhattan Life via URL, will that include all ancillary products and their Medicare supplement?
No, the under what you'll be doing for these ancillary products, these are underwritten by Central United Life through Family Life. So when you are appointed for these particular products, those are the underwriting companies that you would be appointed with. If you wanted to appoint for the Medicare sup plans, that is going to be through a different appointment. And that's how the current setup is now.
Okay.
So, and we can talk about that afterwards, Christy.
Okay, sounds good. Next question is, did you say that all commissions will be paid direct from Manhattan Life, not via URL? And no, we don't pay commission. I hope I'm not misspeaking, but we don't like to pay commissions. For these products, the agents would be paid directly, correct, Matt?
That is correct.
Okay. And would that be through Central, because they are the ancillary, would that be through Central United? They'd get their direct deposit or check, or Manhattan?
This is all of these products, with the exception of the life product, the critical choice product we looked at, are underwritten by Central United Life. Okay. So, so those are going to be direct deposits. If you're on as earned, it's going to be twice per month, the middle and the end. If you're doing some form of an advance, we do that daily as soon as the first premium is applied, assuming that it's past the effective date.
Okay. And how many months do you advance if the agent is approved?
We can advance 3 months or 6 months if the agent is approved.
Okay. Next question is, please clarify the first hospital confinement, 5,000 over 6 days. Okay. Intensive and surgical care, 1,000 per day for how many days?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The question is, please, I guess maybe there's 2 separate questions. Please clarify the first hospital confinement, 5,000 over 6 days.
Okay. If the first hospital admission is going to pay you per day. So I have a chart that we can kind of attach to the brochure that I'll give you, Christy, that kind of goes through it a little bit better. But it's going to pay you $500 for the first day, $500 for the second day, $1,000 for the third day, $1,000 for the fourth day, and $1,000 for the fifth day. So, and $1,000 for the sixth day. So if you're, depending on how long that you're first confined to the hospital, is going to determine what benefit that you're receiving. So if you're confined for 4 days, you're going to get $500 for the first day, $500 for the second, $1,000 for the third, and $1,000 for the fourth, totaling $3,000. Now that is also in conjunction with the other benefit that will pay you either $100 or $500 lump sum. That's going to be added to that benefit, plus your daily hospital confinement per day is going to be added to those benefits. So all 3 of those benefits are going to be paying in conjunction with each other at the same time, not in lieu of each other.
Okay. Thank you. Next question.
And then there was an ICU question on there as well.
Oh, I think oh, bear with me. I can't talk and scroll at the same time. Yeah, related to that question too, the question is intensive and surgical care, 1,000 per day for how many days?
The intensive care is going to be 20 days. So if it's 1,000 per day, you can get up to $20,000 if you're in there for 20 days. I've seen people do it. I've had family members do it. So, so that's a very strong benefit. And then the surgical benefit is listed as 1,000 per day. That's up to 5 days. Now you have to be in the hospital to receive that surgical benefit in that full amount. But if you have a surgery the first day and you're confined, you don't have to have surgery every day to receive that benefit. You just have to be confined for that period. So obviously that's going to be the first day you're in the hospital. You're going to receive a surgery. If you're confined for 5 days, it's going to pay you a total of $5,000 plus $200 for anesthesia per day. So that's going to be a $6,000 benefit. It's a very strong surgical benefit. And also, as I mentioned, it's going to give you 25% if you have an outpatient surgery procedure. So you're going to get $250 for an outpatient surgery.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're great benefits. I mean, especially, because we're going, as we go into open enrollment and people just not knowing what to do, and they have there's no decision. They have to go with those high deductibles, but most people don't have that in their account if something would happen. So,
sure. And let me clarify one other thing. This, and I encourage, I don't know where everybody's at because I know we've got people all over the country. Before you go out and get appointed and go sell something, you need to double check your state specificness, because these are products that are filed with the state, and there are adjustments and differences between different states. For instance, on our surgical benefit, we do have a lot of states that would not update the surgery rider that Obamacare required, which is a whole nother discussion. But some of the states still work off a surgical schedule rather than the benefit that I listed. That is all listed in the brochure, so when you download it, you can see what state you're in and how that surgical benefit pays. But for those states where you're not, where you're still on a surgical schedule, that's how your surgery benefit's going to pay, as opposed to what I just said prior. So just please be aware of that. Please look at it before you go out and talk to clients.
Next question is the plan available to stay-at-home mothers or homemakers if the spouse is working?
Yeah, if the spouse is working, as long as the spouse is the primary insured and they're working 30-plus hours per week, their spouse can be added onto the plan.
Okay. Next question, are the plans portable? So if moving from Ohio to Maryland, the plan then would be good from Ohio or Maryland, then the plan would be good in PA with the wellness. Would this be correct?
Yeah, it's going to, wherever you are when you purchase the plan, it's going to be the plan design that you have. So if you move to a state that has not approved that insurance product, but you bought it when you lived in Texas, you're going to continue to be able to have that product.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next question, is there an app for this for an iPad?
An app for an iPad. Well, you can use the Manhattan Direct system on your iPad. So I mean, that's essentially an ePad. I believe that our system is convertible to iPhone, iPad, and regular PC. And so that would be what you would need to use if you wanted to do it like that.
Okay. Next question is, are the plans available on a direct or only through payroll? Direct pay?
Oh, no. Yeah, no. All of these plans can be sold individually out there in the marketplace. So everybody's a potential, but you can also sell all of them through payroll. So if you're in both markets, you can sell both places. If you only sell individually, of course, you can go out there. The only product that's restricted to groups only is our disability product. We didn't go over that product today, but that's the only one that's going to be restricted to groups only.
Okay. Next question is, there was a question about the premium, were they per year, per month, but I did notice the one instance you said it was like 30-some, and you said a year, but they were monthly. The premiums that you saw were monthly.
Oh, yeah. I apologize if I did that. They were all.
Oh, that's okay. And the next question is, can we find a list of states where each plan is approved? And I think you had sent that to me, but just in case, do you mind sending it to me again, Matt, and then I can shoot it out to everybody?
Okay. I have product maps for every state, and I will forward those on to you.
Perfect. Thank you. Next question is, well, double question. How many equals a group? I think you said 3, correct?
Yes, 3 lives equal a group, so we'll list bill for 3. If you want to have extra credit on that cancer product, it's got to be a minimum of 5. So kind of a double answer there.
Okay, can they be related? Can it be like a family-owned business? Can it be husband, wife, sons, daughters, or do they
Yeah,
stipulate?
really the minimum size is just the justification of us, the cost associated with mailing the list bill. You can't write 3 people on one application and say it's a group. They would need to be 3 separate policies, but as long as they're 3 separate policies, then it's considered a group, assuming they all work at the same spot.
Okay. And can you write a church? That's the next question. Would a church be considered a group?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Next question is in reference to the chemo and radiation benefits. Are they captive and max per month with no carryover to another month, correct? For example, January 5,000, February 2,500, March 1,000, cannot carry over benefits into the following month when benefits have been maxed out in the first month. Or I think I'm confusing you.
No, I understand. No, it's there's no carryover benefit, so it's only up to 5,000 for that month. If you received $7,000 of cancer treatment and we paid out $5,000 that month, we're not going to pay a benefit of $2,000 the next month. You would have to receive treatment in each of those months. So okay. Up to $5,000 per month.
Okay. Next question from Joe. Hi, Joe. You're asking a lot of questions. That's good. Is critical illness paid out only once per lifetime?
Yes, there's no reoccurrence on that particular plan. We do have another critical illness plan called Critical Illness and Recovery that has a reoccurrence benefit. We didn't go over that today, but you can look up that information on URL's website and kind of see that plan design.
Okay. Who verifies the authenticity of the ITN number?
Gosh, the home office is going to have, they have some system which they would use for verification of Social Security or ITIN. I'm not exactly sure what system they're using or whether they're doing it at time of application. That's something that I'd have to check into and come back. Typically, we only have questions if there's digits missing. So we're not like, doing a Social Security check on every person. So I'd need to double check that and get back to you guys. I don't have an answer for that.
Okay. I think we're almost through. Next question is, are all the premiums fixed to the attained age for life of the policy without premium increases?
That's correct.
Okay. And I think the last question we had is, I think they're asking if it can be written for 65 and older, and no, it's 18 to 64, correct?
Yeah, on these on the Central Choice product.
Yes, I think.
Yes, that product is 18 to 64. We do allow it to go a little bit higher if you wrote it in groups. And one of the things is with that, we can groups are a little bit different. We can do different plan designs, and the issue ages is going to be 18 to 69. If you're writing just an individual with Central Choice plan, it's going to be 18 to 64. However, if you've got a client who's over 64 years age but under 70, the out-of-pocket protection plan does go up to 69. So that's something to look at as it comes out in your state.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yes.
Especially for for people in the senior market. That's really nice to know.
Yeah, let me double check. I got brochures.
Yeah, let me know when PA is going to be approved.
Yeah, it's been filed. I can tell you that the states that are pending: California, Nevada, Arizona, Nebraska, Indiana, Ohio, PA, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, and Virginia are all pending approval. And yeah, 55 to 69 is the last age bracket that we're looking at. So
okay. I think those are all the questions. Fantastic job. I learned a lot. I'm going to put, oh no, you're still the presenter. But I think all of you know how to reach me if you have any questions. I will give you all a heads up. I'm sorry it was bad timing. I'm out tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. It's my daughter's first year of college, and it kind of coincided with the webinar. But all the information is on our website. I'm going to be here for another hour and a half, so I'm sure my phone will be ringing off the hook, and I will be checking my stuff remotely. And again, this is relatively new information for me too, so if I don't have all the answers right away for you, I will be calling Matt, and his phone will be ringing off the hook and his inbox with questions for me. But thank you, Matt, so much. Great products, great information, and I appreciate your time, and I appreciate everybody's time who logged on today. Everybody have a great day. And again, the brochures are on our website. I don't think we have the link on there yet, our link where you can go quote, but I'll get it on there this week for everybody if you want to start quoting. And I think that's about it. So again, thank you all very much. And this is being recorded, so we need to download it. So if you want to rewatch the webinar, you should get it automatically in your inbox within the next 24 to 48 hours. Thank you all.
Thank you.